sunshine, a riverside camp, and being with great company. These are all the makings of an incredible weekend trip. Joining me for this adventure is a great friend and colleague, Wokker. We've done multiple trips in the past, though this will be a new experience for him witnessing the landscapes within Snoqualmie Pass. With the bags packed, food in the fridge, we're ready for the weekend ahead.
And over here,
it only takes up half the plate.
While having been to the Cle Elum Lake area already this summer, it's a spot that I don't mind coming back to, as there are nearly endless possibilities of setting up camp along the river. Throw in the stunning backdrop mountain views, and this makes for a perfect weekend trip. With temps in the high 80s, my goal was to spend quality time cooling off in the river and hopefully get the kayak out on the water. Though with camp set up, it was simply time for a relaxing evening. Well, good morning, folks. We are out here on the Cle Elum Lake / river, and joining me on this trip is a great friend and colleague at work, Wokker. He's been on a few trips in the past.
how many pillows do you have? Because I got 2 pillows! 2 pillows!
And we're out here wanting to just soak up some good sunshine and weather out here in the Snoqualmie Pass area. I will say, this weekend we are going to have to pivot a little bit on our agenda list. I brought my kayak in hopes of getting into the river here and actually kayaking into Cle Elum Lake and then just walking back, but the water levels are incredibly low. Even the lake itself is almost completely drained, so I think that's by purpose. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look it up. It is a man-made lake, I believe. But that kind of throws off a little bit of the plan, so I think instead we're just going to do a little hiking around in the area, hang out. We got some great food that we're going to be making and just overall catch up. This spot I know I've been to a few times already this summer season, but it's kind of one of those where it's so big and open and plenty of dispersed sites where you could come in late after work on a Friday and almost guarantee that you'll have something, so hence why we're here. These past few trips that I've gone on already, it's just we're at the peak summertime, so everybody's out as they naturally should be. So I didn't want to fight too hard for getting a spot, and plus Wokker hasn't really been up in this area, so this is kind of a good starting point. But I think tomorrow we'll explore around before we head back home. But otherwise, guys, this is just fun. There's really actually hardly anyone out here for this weekend, but bit of a bummer on the water levels, but I think we'll still make the best of it and go from there. So coffee's made, breakfast is going. We're gonna do some bacon breakfast sandwiches on bagels. I think that's gonna be good, but we'll see where the day takes us. Nothing quite beats cooling off in the cold river while enduring a hot summer day. Even with the water levels lower than we'd like, we still made the best of it. These are the kind of weekends where you can put a pause on the daily work life, disconnect from the world, and enjoy your surroundings. So I've been getting a couple questions about the setup here in the back of the Jeep as far as just gear management and whatnot. And one thing I do want to highlight is the new fridge slide that's installed here for the ICECO APL 55. So basically how it works is we got one stop and then it can come all the way out for the second. And how I have it mounted is essentially on the spare tire cover here in the back. Sitting on top of that is the WeatherTech mat just to keep everything nice and organized and clean. But basically there are 8 holes drilled through, 4 on each side, that hold the slide in place. And then that secures everything all together. So if there is an instance that I do need to get to the spare tire, I can remove the Roam case that has all my kitchen gear, and then this fridge can easily come off the slide and access what I need. So it's not a big deal. But otherwise, this really cleans things up and makes it a lot easier for me on being able to get what I need out of the fridge a lot faster and more efficiently because of the size and weight of it. But overall, it just keeps the setup nice and clean. I do know that they're going to be running a sale September 1st through the 4th for Labor Day, and up to 20% off products. Additionally, you can use my code found in the description below to save yourself 12%, whether it's during a sale or not. But if you're in the market for a new fridge or accessories for them, definitely check them out. They have a lot of good stuff. I've been using ICECO for years, and I really do appreciate the products and innovation that they continue to put out. So overall, as far as the Jeep goes, this has worked out really well. With the final few hours of daylight and a little upset my kayak was a paperweight today, I wanted to get a quick hike in and check out more of the area where the Cle Elum Lake would be. Needless to say, it was incredible to witness these views while on foot and from above. So I've never owned one before, and I'm pretty darn excited to try out this Kakadu Outback shower system here for the first time. It's a portable unit with a built-in battery. It works off a propane hose that connects to it to heat the water. 2 quick adapters as far as your intake and outtake water. So to the side here, I have a sink basin filled with water from my water jerry. That's going to pull water into the unit, heats up, and then here is the shower faucet ready to rock and roll and use right there. So it's a really quick and easy setup system, and I really like that. It's lightweight, it doesn't take much room in the Jeep, and I think for trips longer than a weekend or during our summer months like we are currently here in the Pacific Northwest, it's nice to just kind of rinse off at the end of the day and feel nice and clean. But I have everything all set up here and then the shower tent next to me, so I think I'll do a quick change and see how this works. I'm pretty darn excited. Now, aside from my horrible summer tan lines, this unit worked out rather well. I wanted to ensure no water from the shower spilled into the river, so setting up at a distance was key, though I did find myself going through a decent amount of water for the quick rinse off. Though, I'll blame the afternoon hike. We're gonna like flex a little bit harder, like one of those.
Get into it.
I will. I don't know where to start. On the end over here.
It only takes
Ooh.
up half the plate. Or all the
Look,
plate.
this knife cuts right through it.
That ribeye.
Go. This is like good soft meat. You knocked it out.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for a good dinner.
Yeah, absolutely. With Sunday already here and a decent drive home ahead awaiting each of us, there was one final place I wanted to show Wokker after packing down camp. It was a spot I've been to on the e-bike from a previous trip, though would be a first for taking the Jeep to. Needless to say, the view would be well worth it. No matter what vehicle you drive, destination you go, or length of time on your trip, all that matters is getting out. I hope everyone is able to make the most of the remaining time this summer and embrace new experiences regardless of where they take you. As always, I sincerely appreciate your support, and until next time, safe travels.